Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Oh, hi Belle. Oh yeah, and Sammy's right here as well, just chilling under the sun. So the reason why this video is very late, and sorry for my absence lately, I went on a Disneyland trip with my boyfriend and I just came back yesterday, and you guys won't believe who I saw there. I don't know if you guys know like a lot of nursing YouTubers, most likely, but I saw Ashley Thomas there. Yeah, so I screwed this up. It's not Ashley Thomas, it's Ashley Taylor. I'm so sorry, girl. I totally messed up your name, and I said that you're one of my biggest inspirations, and I can't believe I messed that up. Anyway, back to it. She's a pretty big nursing YouTuber that I've watched ever since she started applying to nursing school. So she's one of my biggest inspirations, so that was pretty amazing. So I got to hang out with her for like a little bit. I got a picture with her, which I'm gonna insert right here. She's like the sweetest girl ever, and along with her fiance as well. Yeah, just wanted to tell you guys that. And without further ado, I will catch you guys up on what happened last week on my orientation. So, I didn't do such a great intro. If you're new to my channel or you just don't remember, I got hired at a pediatric hospital, basically like a subacute for children. Yeah, that's where I am about to work now, just to give you guys a heads up. So my orientation was held last week on Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday was a shorter day. It was just from 8:30 to 12:30, and we just went over like kind of like the general idea of how everything works. I was there with 3 other people, and we were all different roles, like different under different titles. So I was a CNA, the other one was like a respiratory therapist, and the other one was an RN, and the other one was an LVN. So it was like really cool and weird that like we all did an orientation together. My work has 2 locations. The other 3 girls worked at the location that the orientation was held, and I was the only one that worked somewhere else. The first guy came in and like he just introduced like this whole facility and like how everything works. And okay, I really should have filmed this when I got home because I don't really remember what happened, but I remember that we didn't go into detail much because we saved that for Thursday. Oh, Thursday was such a headache because I got shoved with so much information, guys. The most important thing that I remembered was the tour, which was kind of useless to me because I was never gonna work at that location, but it was cool seeing all the babies because this is a pediatric hospital. This specific hospital is for children with like respiratory issues. So a lot of them were, they had like trachs on their throat and they were attached to like ventilators, and kind of heartbreaking to see because I've really never seen that before. I don't know, they're just all so cute. They're like babies, and some of them were, you know, 2 to 3 years old, but they have like diseases that, you know, stunt their growth, so they're like the size of an infant. And I don't know, it just made me like love them so much more. She showed us how emergency situations go, like what do we do, where do we exit, all the different rooms throughout the facility. She explained like all of our different roles, what I would do as a CNA. Like I wouldn't really change any trachs or like do anything like the nurse would do, so I would be able just to hold the trach while the nurse like changes like the band that wraps around their neck, and the respiratory therapist is the only one that could like change the actual trach, and just stuff like that. We didn't really go into depth. The tour was what took most of the time. She also demonstrated like how the ventilators work, like the behaviors of all the babies and what to expect. I don't know, like the entire environment I just loved so much. The facility is like really nice. That's what happened on Wednesday. Thursday is where all the action happened. It was from 7 o'clock a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And we all met at the location that we were here yesterday. The first thing we did was just go back to the same room that we were kind of lectured at yesterday. We were given so much paperwork. Here, I have it right here. Okay, I have a paper that has like a layout of what happened during those 2 days. I totally forgot that it was right here. So day 1, we went through like how payroll goes. Like we get paid every 2 weeks, so like twice a month. We went over some like safety modules. I just went through like a new hire introduction to like HR and like the facility. We also had the N95 fit testing. I've never done like a fit testing before, so I didn't know what to expect. The nurse just said, oh, you're just gonna taste like a bitter taste. So like I had the mask on me and like a big like astronaut looking thing on me. It was like kind of a long time. I'm like, oh my God, like I don't taste anything. And then all of a sudden it just like hit me, and it was like number 11 that she squeezed. So we did that, and I found a mask that fit me. So now I know. She explained to us like how to put on PPE, how to take off PPE, kind of just like a gist because we already know how to do that. How to relieve choking with a baby. She had like a baby model, like a little like toy baby. She kind of just showed us like a little mini demonstration of like CPR. So like we put them on our arm or like our thigh, and then we like hit them on the back, like, and try to hit them. They said don't worry about like hurting them, but I'm so scared of hurting them. She just kind of demonstrated how to relieve choking from a baby, or like the children, if they're like toddlers, we just like kneel down and like do like the Heimlich maneuver. And then that's all we did, because they didn't want to like overwhelm us the first day. And then Thursday, we reviewed a lot of policies and procedures related to our disciplines. So I'm a CNA. The policies and procedures basically went over like what happens during Code Blue, because Code Blue is probably the code that would happen because we're like a respiratory hospital. Basically, like they yell out Code Blue over like the mic, and then who responds? The charge nurse, the respiratory therapist, the compressor, the med nurse, crash cart, float nurse, CNA, all of those people enter the room. And then it's just like the roles and responsibilities of like who takes charge. Like the charge nurse is the one who basically like assigns everybody roles, and we have a recorder, a compressor who performs like chest compressions, an AED operator. I could be like an AED operator, which is like the things that they put on the chest. Like we just listen to what the machine tells you, and it just like scans the heart, and then it will like shock if the body needs shocked. That's like the policies and procedures. So after this, it was like almost lunchtime. So the other 3 people, they went on the floor to shadow like whoever they needed to shadow, like either the nurse, LVN, respiratory therapist, whatever. So since I didn't work at this location, I went ahead and went on my lunch, and they told me to drive to the actual location that I'm gonna be working at, the other location, you know? So I went there, and then I ate my lunch at the parking lot. So after I ate lunch in the parking lot, I went in, and the guy who was giving us the little lecture in the other location, our DSD guy, he met me at this location and gave me a very, very in-depth tour that took like 2 hours, but I really appreciate it because this location has more of like the preteen age, and along with babies as well. They were definitely older kids, so I got to see a lot of the patients there. Same thing, they had trachs and they were attached to ventilators. This location is so cool because they have like a backyard and like a huge playground, so the patients can like play. They also have like an on-site school, so like if they can't really make it out to like public school, they go to this place, which is I say like it's better because they're like right next to the hospital if like anything happens. The walls are all like painted with murals. It's so cute. Like it gives me such a warm feeling. I already know that I'm gonna love my job, and I'm so excited to start this upcoming Monday. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you guys. So before I left for lunch, I met with a scheduler and I told her like my availability. We agreed on knock shift at the beginning, right? And then she asked me, have you ever done knock shift? And I told her no, I haven't. And so she was kind of worried. She allowed me to do my training. My 2 weeks of training split up. So the first 3 days is going to be day shift, and then I get to like kind of alter my schedule to night shift, and then next week, the next 3 days is going to be knock. So depending on what I like better, then I'll tell her, and then she'll schedule me for which shift I like the best. Yeah, which is really nice. I really appreciated that option. After the tour, I was put on the floor and I shadowed a CNA, and this CNA, she was very experienced. She's worked here for like 8 years, so she knew what she was talking about, you know? Yeah, it was just like a lot of information I had to like absorb. This video is like all over the place. It's because I didn't film when I got home. Sorry, I was just so busy with the Disneyland trip, so this is the only time that I am free today, so I thought that I'd film for you guys. That's what happened with my orientation. I'll keep you guys updated on what happens next week on my first 3 days of working. I'm so excited to tell you guys what happened. Yeah, make sure to subscribe to my channel and comment, please comment. I love talking to you guys. And congratulations to those who passed their CNA exam. I am so proud of you guys, because I know some of you guys commented that you guys are worried, but you guys passed, so yeah! So I guess I'll see you guys next week then, okay? Bye guys!